Hello everyone, my dear students of Al Farouk Language School Secondary 2. Let's continue our work with Unit 5, Lesson 3. But before we start, what's your favorite social media app? For me, it's, it's Facebook. Do a class survey to find out the most popular apps. It means to ask your friends, your colleagues, your classmates about their most popular app and then decide which is the most popular one. Okay, let's look now at these in vocabulary. We have the word behavior, profile, sensible, symbols, and date of birth. Behavior means conduct, yes, okay, and it's a noun. The verb from behavior is behave. Behave yourself. Okay, this is the verb. Profile is the page which have your picture and your data on. This is your profile. Sensible means yes, okay, thinking correctly. Thinking it means thoughtful, and it's an adjective. Okay, and compare between sensible and sensitive. Sensitive has to do with feelings. You don't like to hear bad words. You don't like someone to speak to you in a bad way. This is sensitive. But sensible means to think correctly, thoughtful. And it is an adjective. The noun from sensible is sensibility. Symbols, okay, anything or any drawing that represents something. This is a symbol. For example, the pigeon is a symbol of peace. Date of birth is the day you were born. This is the date of birth. Okay, and date is the noun. Okay, and sometimes it's a verb. And when we date something, it means that we give her or we give it a date. We give it a date to say if it is old, if it is new. This is the meaning of date. Okay, now we have 5 sentences and we want to fill them with these words. Okay, these sentences we are going to listen to them in the listening text. So you are going to listen and try to put the words in its place. Okay, let's go.
Students' Book, Unit 5, Lesson 3, Exercise 2. Listen to Hamdi and Khaled discussing how to use social media. Check your answers to Exercise 1.
Hey Khaled, can you help me? I'm doing a blog post on how to use social media well. Can you help me think of some interesting points to include, please?
Yes, sure. What have you got so far?
Okay, I think I'm going to begin by talking about your profile. That's important on social media.
Definitely.
Great. What shall I write?
Well, I like seeing who I'm chatting with on social media, so I believe you should put a nice picture of yourself in your profile. I hate it when people have symbols or something instead of their photo. You don't know who you are talking to.
I disagree. Symbols tell you more about what someone thinks.
Really, Hamdi? Well, I think it's important that people don't know too much. For example, in my opinion, it's a bad idea to include your date of birth to show your age.
I see your point. Did you know that 50% of teens have experienced bad behavior on social media? So I think you're right not to give people too much information about yourself.
After all, you have to be sensible on social media if you want to enjoy it safely.
Okay, this was the listening, and these are the answers. I believe you should put a nice picture of yourself in your profile. I disagree symbols tell you more about what someone thinks. In my opinion, it's a bad idea to include your date of birth. Did you know that 50% of teens have experienced bad behavior on social media? You have to be sensible on social media if you want to enjoy it safely. So, yes, we have got it all correct. Again, I believe you should put a nice picture of yourself in your profile. I disagree symbols tell you more about what someone thinks. In my opinion, it's a bad idea to include your date of birth because it shows your age. Do you know that 50% of teens have experienced bad behavior on social media? You have to be sensible on social media if you want to enjoy safely. Now, read statements 1 to 5 in exercise 1 again. Which are facts and which are opinion? Okay? Which are facts and which are the opinion? I believe you should put a nice picture of yourself in your profile. This is a fact or opinion. It's an opinion. That's correct. Okay, let's move. I disagree. Symbols tell you more about what someone thinks. Again, it's an opinion because I disagree. So it's not fact. That's correct. In my opinion, it's a bad idea to include your date of birth because it shows your age. Again, we have in my opinion, so of course it is an opinion. Let's move. Did you know that 50% of teens have experienced bad behavior on social media? Of course, this is fact. Why is it fact? Because we have a number here, okay? We have a percent here. So it is fact. You have to be sensible on social media if you want to enjoy it safely. Of course, this is a fact. It's not an opinion at all. Okay? It's a fact. Okay, let us move. If you want to show your agreement or disagreement with each of the opinions from exercise 1 and you want to give your reason, you should use these phrases. I think, in my opinion, I agree or disagree because I believe I see your point, but do you know that all of this gives you the chance to express your ideas freely, okay? Like this one. In my opinion, you shouldn't put your year of birth on your profile on social media because it can be dangerous, okay? Now, as a homework, you should do or make a list of the top 5 things you would include in a guide to using social media well. Try to do it and we'll discuss it next time and compare it with the list of another classmate. Okay, thank you very much and goodbye.